the jewel of the Archdiocese. The jewel of the Archdiocese, from some time we have been speaking about the hospitals, health centers, which have made a mark. It's not only the churches, the convents, the religious congregations that have made a mark in our Archdiocese, even the health centers, even the hospitals. We spoke of St. Philomena's Hospital, we spoke of St. Martha's Hospital, earlier we spoke of St. John's Hospital. Today we speak about a smaller hospital, but then no less in stature as in service. And that health center is Shantinilaya. Perhaps you have not heard it much because it's not in the city as such, it's in TC Palya. And run by the sisters of St. Anne's of Bangalore. It is Shantinilaya Community Health Care Center. It's a small building, but the sisters are doing a marvelous work. The St. Anne sisters, as you know, their history starts from the 18th century as such, when the Monsignor Stephen Charbonneau, who was that time an MEP missionary, and also he was in charge as the Vicar Apostolic of Mysore Vicariate. He is the one who founded the St. Anne's congregation, and the sisters, inspired by the compassionate healing ministry of Jesus, who proclaimed the good news to the poor and healed the sick, comforted the afflicted, and therefore Monsignor Charbonneau founded not only this congregation but gave them sort of inspiration for all the ministries. The Sisters of St. Anne, as you know, have got very good schools, and not only in the city, also in the suburbs of our Archdiocese. We have a school in Silvepura. We have a school in also helped by the sisters in Dosan Palya, in the Kolar district. So these are the interior areas there. Along with that, this inspiration that came to them, that school ministry is good, but we got to also take care of the sick. And so this taking care of the sick started as a concrete gesture when they first, in what we call in the school of the sisters in TC Palya, they suddenly thought perhaps one room we could keep for the sick. One room we could use for the medicines of the sick or something like that. And that is how in TC Palya, with the generous support of Mother Josepha, they started in one of the classrooms a one-room dispensary. It seems on 14th of January 1973, this health center was blessed and inaugurated by Father Luis de Fiora, one of the Don Bosco fathers, who was the superior or rector of Christ Jyoti College. And Father Lawrence Norona, whom we know perhaps is still with us, who was the parish priest of St. Anthony's at that time, and he gave the benediction in a small gesture. They opened this in the one room of the school as such. Sister Martine was entrusted by the responsibility of the health center. But soon after, in 12th November 74, that's the very next year, the foundation stone was laid for a real health center, and on 8th September 1975, it was inaugurated by Archbishop Pakya Marukiswamy. And by now, it was a small health center that was run by the sisters. A little infrastructure was provided, IPD, that is inpatient department, outpatient department, and also the mobile clinic, creche, ancillary nursery care. All this was sort of contained in that small health center. Though small, it was the live center for the whole of TC Palya. That time it was a rural area. People from the city were not going there, And that is how the sisters took care of this health center. Slowly in 1995, under Mother Margaret Mary, who was the Superior General at that time, they started many other things for this health center. For example, the laboratory, X-ray unit, the units for special care for certain patients, etc. And it was blessed by Father P.J. Thomas, a Salesian superior of the KGC that time perhaps. And not only that, the sisters also thought, they were the school sisters who used to come and help here, that it would be better for them to stay in the center itself and establish a special community of the sisters in the center itself. And that is how the community of a small community of Sister Lydia, Sister Mary, Sister Rosemary, Sister Shanti Thomas, so these got together into a community, and the full-time work of the health center, most of them were nurses, they started taking care of them. In 2009, that's the time the HIV and AIDS was raging, and sisters dared to open a unit in the hospital in order to take care of the HIV and AIDS, people living with HIV. And so a 20-bedded community care center was established very specially for the HIV and the AIDS patients. And the sisters that time, combining with what we call the boarding hospital, that time the ART, that's called anti-retroviral therapy initiative, was also introduced in their center. Faithful to the vision of the holistic healthcare center and core values of love, care and personal attention and personal testimony also of Christ healing ministry, the sisters are still continuing. This is a small jewel that we have in the diocese, and we bless and thank God for St. Anne's sisters who are working in our Archdiocese in the different places, as I said, and not only the schools and education, but also the health centers. They have also one health center in Kolar. They have also in Bangarpet area. So these are the areas that they have purposely chosen in order to be closer to the rural poor. God bless them.